Hi guys, so those awesome skeletons from this box set, Warhammer Underworlds. This is another one of those boxes I brought at least a year, maybe 2 years ago, with the intentions of, well, painting them, obviously. Never quite got round to it, and they have been sitting on a desk, a shelf, maybe even a cupboard for, yeah, well over a year. As you can see though, yeah, awesome looking miniatures in here. So this game, Warhammer Underworlds, I have no idea how you play it, no idea what you even have to do. I purely bought it because I love the look of these skeletons. So now normally skeletons, they don't seem to have much detail typically, because obviously they are teeny tiny. Yeah, having no flesh on them, just the bones. But these ones, I'll have to admit, these are probably the best skeletons I think I've ever seen. And definitely the best ones I've ever painted. So they sort of slot in, which is really good, because as you'll see towards the end of the video, yeah, I don't use these bases they come on. So a few of them do have, well, a front and a back, so sort of pop them together. They do just pop, but I like to glue them, any sort of miniature I get, even if it is one of these ones that just sort of slot into each other. I do still like to add a little bit of glue, just to make sure, well, it's not going to come apart anytime in any near future. So yeah, as I say, these are gorgeous looking miniatures. So yeah, cut them all out, put them together. But guys, don't throw away your sprues. If you've been on my channel for a long time, you'll know I've made many a thing with sprues. And I'm looking at doing it again. So keep hold of those sprues, as I'll be showing lots of ideas of what you can do with them. So that's them all on their paint handles, ready to, well, get painted. Going to paint them in my normal sort of fashion. So I'm going to prime them all in black. And I'm using this one by the Colour Forge. I've been using their primers now, I don't know, a good couple of years. Absolutely love them. They really do live up to their name. The matte finish, well, really is a nice matte finish. So dry brushing these. You really do need to be careful because these are very small, very delicate, very thin bits. So typically what I do when I am painting or dry brushing something like this, wherever I'm going to dry brush, I'll have my finger on the other side, sort of pushing back against it. So this way you're not going to like push something, bend it, or even snap it. And I say these little chaps, yeah, they are, well, say highly detailed, but definitely very thin in areas, with just their little bony legs and bony arms. So yeah, dry brushing, be careful, keep your finger on the other side of, well, where it is you're dry brushing. So as always, yeah, it doesn't take long doing these. Good old batch painting as well. Makes a lot of sense because these are all going to be painted in the same sort of manner and pretty much the same colours I'm going to use throughout all of them. And to all of the paints, yeah, like I normally do, I try and get all the paints I think I'm going to use all together. This just makes it easier then, well, looking for them later on. And my good old pop-it palette there and a little brush. So I'm going to start with the red. They do seem to, well, most of them do have capes on, which is pretty cool. And again, painting them all in the same sort of fashion like this does make them look more, well, more like a little army, which is exactly what they are. So say guys, if you have played Warhammer Underworlds, let me know. I've had a quick look at the back of the box that says sort of roughly what you do. And it seems like the other team are escaping from some city, and I'm guessing these skeletons are their enemies. Yeah, I should really look into playing the game. Again, I get so distracted though by miniatures, and that's kind of purely why I buy a lot of miniatures that, well, that aren't using Kill Team or D&D Hero Quest, because they're obviously the games that I play. But the good thing is with these skeletons, yeah, they're the perfect size, and these can be played with Hero Quest because they are on the same sort of size bases, which is just awesome. As I say, these are some of the best looking skeletons I've seen. The ones in Hero Quest, yeah, for that sort of board game, they're not too bad, but certainly not as good as these ones. So yeah, these are going to go into my D&D Hero Quest sort of collection. And again, that's why you'll see later on that I do take them off their bases and I put them on the clear bases, just because I love clear bases, because then you can see exactly, well, what the terrain is that they're sort of meant to be on. It'd be a bit silly painting these or making these look like grassy sort of areas, and then these guys being inside a dungeon. So yeah, for me, I need to make it look like they're, well, where they should be. So clear bases, definitely for the win there. Apologies if I sound a bit croaky. Yeah, I've just eaten and I feel stuffed. I'm not sure, my throat feels like, well, there's definitely a frog or something in it. So yeah, these guys, as always, I say this every time, I should really set a timer just so I can see exactly how long it takes to paint these. I mean, a simple question is not long, not long at all. Sometimes it takes longer for me to wait for paint to dry before sometimes painting something else. But again, that's another good reason for painting loads of miniatures at once, because by the time you get through all of them, they should be dry enough when you get back to the start. So yeah, love how they look, but obviously they need something extra here, and that's definitely the good old wash. Unfortunately, as you can see, yeah, I can't see what the name of this one is. All I know is it's a Green Stuff World one, and it's kind of like, obviously, a brownish kind of wash. So yeah, these guys are going to be absolutely bathed in this. I'm going to do everything, even the cloak, everything I painted. Yeah, it's all going to get a good old wash just to sort of dirty it down, and this will definitely make the bones look nice and aged and, well, dirty. So to make it even dirtier still, yeah, I've got this stuff. Good old dirty down. You'll see me use the rust on quite a lot of videos. I've got this verdigris. Don't use this that much. But again, because these are skeletons, yeah, their armour really needs to look aged and, well, certainly weathered. So giving it the old verdigris sort of stuff, yeah, this will make it look a lot more, well, cream crackered and old and ancient. A bit like me, really. So yeah, there we go. They're looking good. And yeah, really pleased with how these have come out. Didn't take too long at all. So the clear bases that I use, these are from Fluid 3D Workshop. I'll leave a link down below. And they do all kinds of bases. So whether you're after clear ones, round ones, square ones, the normal sort of black ones, yeah, they got you covered. They do all of them. Obviously, it comes in a little protective film, so just pull that off. And then yeah, so these guys being able to sort of slot into their bases is really good, as it's made it easy for me to paint, but obviously even easier for me to, well, take them off and then glue them on their new bases. So one thing I will have to be careful with these is because they are so small, there's not a lot of contact area between their feet and the base. Obviously the super glue is, well, relatively super, but yeah, do have to be careful when I do move these miniatures, as, well, I don't want them breaking. Or if they do break, well, that's another limb they've lost. Anyway, let's see these, well, in all their glory again. And there we go, the best looking skeletons I've ever seen and painted. And obviously they fit beautifully in my little diorama miniature holder. There's a video out if you want to see me making this little thing. Absolutely looks great though. Yeah, and obviously a little fog machine. So this is from Costronica. I don't know what the link is, but if you type in Costronica vape smoke machine, I'm sure you'll find it. Yeah, it comes with a little remote control. Obviously love using this when I'm taking little shots of my miniatures, especially when you want to sort of set that spooky looking scene. And yeah, the smoke sort of lasts for, well, quite a while. So yeah, cheers guys for watching. Obviously this is day 13 of my 30-day challenge to paint miniatures every single day. And I've been loving it as I've been painting, well, all my pile of opportunity. All these lovely miniatures I've had for well over a year are now finally getting that painting they deserve. Okay guys, another video on the screen. Give that a click, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You guys take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.